Hey everybody, it's HaloMan27 and I am back for episode 13 of Let's Play Pokemon Leaf Green. In this episode, I am going to finish off the rock tunnel, and hopefully this time my recording won't fail, because I have done the later half of this tunnel like freaking a million times. I'm getting really tired of just freaking karate chopping Geodudes over and over. Let me out! Let me be free of this horrible, horrible rock tunnel. And I definitely should have used the other move and didn't, but it's okay because he's weakening electricity against Mankey. I don't even have an electric move on my team. Like, what was he hoping to accomplish there? Do you think Mankey's just gonna start shooting lightning bolts from his fingers? Is that the thing? Is that what's gonna start happening next? That would be pretty sweet, I'm not gonna lie. I wish Mankey could shoot lightning bolts. Now, one of these two guys is required, so as I usually do, I'm going to show them both off. Because, I don't know, this is how I do. I'm just gonna Mega Punch this guy, because apparently Mega Kick is out of PP, so I could use an Ether. I got a critical hit for extra style points. Good job, Craig. Good job. Gonna use Onix, that is no big deal. We can deal with an Onix. We'll just use our good old Brick Break and literally destroy Onix into pieces. Rest in peace. Or rest in pieces. Haha, because he's broken. Because I broke him. Anywho, in this episode we have quite a few required battles ahead of us. This guy right here being an example of that. Again, in this area, just like downstairs, there's two battles. One of them is required, one of them is not. So again, I'm going to show them off. But, oh man. Either way, there was something I did want to talk about in this episode. That being, I just kind of want to talk about how, or where my inspirations as a Let's Player come from. I've mentioned it before in previous episodes that Sugar Conroy is one of the main reasons I do Let's Plays in the first place. I've always loved his Let's Plays. He makes quite good quality videos. I mentioned him very early on in this Let's Play. He did do a Pokemon Fire Red playthrough in which he was very informative and very helpful. If you are interested in knowing a lot about the game, that is a good thing to check out. Another person who very much inspires me would be Purple Rodri. Purple Rodri is great. His freaking Let's Plays are amazing, and he is like the most enthusiastic Let's Player I've ever watched. It's amazing. Those two definitely stand out to me the most. Like I said, I've been following Sugar Conroy for quite a long time. Purple Rodri not as long, but still by now quite a while. I do follow quite a lot of Let's Players as well, so I mean, it's not like those are the only ones I watch, but those two definitely stand out as being two of my very favorite Let's Players. Machop's gonna use Focus Energy, jumping back into the game and the what is going on. Just like that though, we take down another trainer, and Craig should level up to 28, which is pretty sweet. Gain a little bit of experience, defeated Hiker Lenny. Oh, you win! Okay, Homer. I see how it is, but look at this! As it would turn out, that was just enough experience that Craig is evolving. And just like that, our Craig Mankey has turned into Craig Primeape. He wishes he could do that in real life. He wants to learn Rage, but I'm not particularly interested in that move, so I will stop learning Rage. I'm going to switch over to my trusty city, because Craig, having just evolved, being the fourth Pokemon actually in our team, that makes it so now our entire team is evolved at this point, which is pretty sweet. Digdug and Craig are at their highest evolution point, which is pretty awesome, if I do say so myself. But I think we probably still have some more evolutions in store as far as City and Levias go, but we'll have to wait and see about that. That might still be a little while yet, but at least everyone has evolved, which is pretty sweet, if I do say so myself. Also, we will have some other party members in, hopefully, the somewhat near future that maybe they'll evolve as well. You never know. Maybe. City grows to level 27, which is quite nice. He's gonna send in Geodude. We are fine to stay out with City, since City and freaking Craig could just, like, sweep this entire cave between the two of them. Like, there's so many rock types and stuff in here. It's ridiculous. But just like that, we defeated Hiker Oliver. Not a problem. Let us move on. He seems to be lost, but now he's gonna be lost without Pokemon. We may have hurt him in a very unfortunate way. But I'm gonna fight this guy off camera because, as you can see, he is rather optional. But BRB. Unfortunately, with what I mentioned earlier, the fact that I have been getting quite a few recording issues, that means that aside from games like this one, where I can save and reload and re-record at will, unfortunately other games with like autosaves and stuff like that aren't really going to be available to me to do Let's Plays of right now, until I can at least figure out the issue. Because I thought I had it all figured out, but then as it would turn out, suddenly my game's like, nah, I'm just gonna suddenly decide that instead of doing that thing that you thought made it work, I'm gonna not do that. So that's pretty unfortunate. But here we have Craig's first fight as a Primeape. Super effective, kills Jigglypuff in one hit, no big deal. But like I was saying, it's really unfortunate because there are several games that I would like to be able to record, and okay, now first, before I continue that train of thought, I said fighting's not good against birds because it's hard to punch a bird. Well, let's punch a bird! I hate this game. Maybe it is hard to punch a bird. Oh man, that's not even a fighting type move. How dare you, game? But, like I was saying, it sucks because there are quite a few games I would like to be able to record, but they do feature autosaves and stuff like that, so I'm unfortunately going to have to put those off for at least for now until I can find a solution to my problem. I don't know exactly how I'm going to go about keeping stuff recorded and stuff like that, because I do want to make consistent videos and get them out and stuff, but it is pretty frustrating when you have recording issues and stuff like that. But if we come over here, when you're up on a rocky mountain like this, rock slides are a threat. Can you imagine boulders tumbling down on you? That'd be like, wah, total terror. You don't seem to be scared. Would you want to try using Rock Slide? Which Pokemon should I teach Rock Slide? We're gonna teach Digdug how to use Rock Slide. Digdug can only know 4 moves. Should a move be deleted? Yes, of course. We are going to delete Mud Slap, since Mud Slap is not super strong, plus we have Dig anyway. We don't really need to lower their accuracy, all things considered, so we're just gonna get rid of that. Learn the Rock Slide, no big deal. Now we have a Rock type move, which is pretty nifty, and that should be quite nice to have on our Diglett. If you come up here, or our Dugtrio at this point, you can grab this Max Ether, and then we have another guy that we are going to need to fight. I am going to switch City out into the front of the party, since Craig, like I said, he just evolved. He's level 28. I've probably been using him quite a bit recently. Then again, City I've likely also been using, just because this tunnel, they are getting very much use. Hopefully the other 2 members of our party, Digdug and Levias, should have some time to shine in the near future, but for now we're just kind of stuck using these 2 because they're so effective against everything we're encountering right now. Levels up to 28, which is, again, quite nice. We're actually getting decently up there in level. Level 28, almost level 30. We have 4 out of 6 of our party members. We're not looking too shabby. We are a little bit over-leveled as far as this area goes, and chances are we'll probably end up being a little bit over-leveled for the next little while, but hopefully we'll be able to get some new party members soon, and then we'll have a full team of 6, and then the levels should see... I don't know, they should be somewhat even out. I don't know, I think it's all good. I'm just fighting every trainer, that's just how it is. I mean, I don't think we're going to be at that big of an advantage in the long run. Especially once I do have all 6 of my party members. There does not appear to be anything down there, and of course, Repel's effect wore off, because that's what it does. I'm gonna come up here and I'm gonna do battle with this guy because he is optional, and I will see you guys in just a moment. Just like that, we have taken care of the last trainer on the basement floor. Here we have 2 optional trainers who I will fight in just a moment off screen. But first we want to come up here to get a pearl, and right over here we have the last required trainer of this cave. Let's go ahead and swap our party around just a little tiny bit. We're going to send Craig out to the front of the party. Like I said, he is getting quite a bit of use right now, but hopefully in the near future our other party members will be able to have their time to shine. What is she going to start off with? Sends out Meowth. Go, Craig! Sometimes I just... Good example. When I'm trying to say sometimes I just forget how to words, I also just forgot how to words. So I mean... Oh, well, she's gonna send in Pidgey, so just like last time, let's do our best to punch a bird. Let's not miss this time. Freaking, that was ridiculous. I hate this game, but I love this game. I quite like Pokemon. I would say Pokemon Fire Red is up there on my list of some of my, or one of my preferred games, just because I have so much nostalgia from the original Pokemon Red, and this remake just did such a good job. She's gonna hit Sweet Scent on me, which is gonna lower my evasion, but if I actually manage to hit her without being paralyzed, she should go down in just one hit, just like that. Super effective, no problem. Oddish is fainted, and just like that, we are able to exit the rock tunnel. Finally! I am going to go back and fight those last 2 trainers, but then I will be right back, and we will head out to see what is next. So I will be right back. Great news, everybody! I found out the recording for the first half of this episode has finally actually managed to exist without screwing up. So we have made it back out to the other end of Route 10. If you go down this way, you can actually skip all of the trainers that are here, so you don't actually have to fight anyone else. I will probably go back and I'll fight those 4 trainers. There are 4 trainers there. You can go back and you can fight all them if you choose to, but you do not need to. Here we have Lavender Town, the noble purple town, the town of nightmares. What do we have here? What's in this house? That's odd, Mr. Fuji isn't here. Where'd he go? It's so warm. Pokemon are so nice to hug. This is really Mr. Fuji's house. He's really kind. He looks after abandoned and orphaned Pokemon. Oh, well, he sounds like a nice fellow. What else do we got here? What's in this house? Hello, 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 I'm the official name rater. Want me to rate the nicknames of your Pokemon? With this guy, you can actually change your Pokemon's nicknames, which is pretty awesome. Unfortunately, right now, there's not a ton to do in this town. Mr. Fuji seems to be missing, though, so that's kind of unfortunate. As you can see, there was a big tower. We walked right past it over on the right-hand side of the area. We can go in there, but there is not really much we can do in there. But I mean, why don't we just go check it out at least? Let's go. This is the Pokemon Tower, which I kind of skipped over that fact. But regardless, here we have some stairs, here we have some people. Hello, I am a channeler. There are spirits up to mischief. I sense them high in the tower. My Growlithe, why did you die? So it seems like this is a place where Pokemon are when they die. Pokemon Tower was erected in the memory of Pokemon that died. That's quite sad. This seems to be like the place for the Pokemon afterlife. Now we can go upstairs, and there is some stuff that we could do up there. But right now, we're not super interested in doing any of that because we can't quite do everything there is to do in the Pokemon Tower. So for now, we're instead not going to be doing that. I'm going to stop by the Pokemon Mart and see if I can pick up a couple items, because that would be quite nice. What do you have to say? I'm searching for items that raise the stats of Pokemon. They're effective over the course of a single battle. X attack, X defend, X speed, and X special are what I'm after. Do you know where I can get them? Basically what he's saying is those items will just give you a boost in the battle that you are in. Here we can buy Great Balls, Super Potions, Revives, which is nice. Antidotes, burn heals, all that fun stuff. What we really care about is these super repels. I'm going to buy about 10 of those for now. That would be great. Unfortunately, we can't buy regular Pokeballs here. Regular Pokeballs are actually my favorite kind because I just think they look the best. I don't know, maybe it's just me, maybe I'm crazy, but I don't know. That's just how I see it, so I actually tend to like catching most things in regular Pokeballs. Here we've got route number 8. There are quite a few trainers on this route, as well as the available Pokemon of Pidgey, Meowth, Ekans, Sandshrew. Of course, Ekans and Sandshrew in their own respective games. These two trainers are in fact required. I definitely did not use my brain just now, so I just ran into her, but that's no big deal. We have our little town of 5? Our little team of 5. Let's go ahead and send out Levias to deal with her. She should not be too big of an issue. Levias is quite strong, despite not really having much in the way of battles in that cave. Levias is still quite up there in level. Levias did have a couple fights off screen, like there were a few Bellsprouts and stuff that she had to take care of near the end of Rock Tunnel, so that's always nice. She's gonna send in another Clefairy. I'm just gonna leave Levias out. Why not? Two other Pokemon on this route are, in fact, Growlithe and Vulpix. Growlithe exclusive to Fire Red and Vulpix exclusive to Leaf Green. I'm actually quite interested in getting myself a Vulpix, so I think I might actually do that and catch her as the 5th member of my team. That is the first exclusive Pokemon that I'm going to be adding to my team. Vulpix, like I said, exclusive to Leaf Green. So I am actually going to be heading over. I will fight this other guy on camera in just a moment, but first things first, I want to just cut down this tree, and I'm going to see if I can find a Vulpix for my team. So I will see you guys in just a second. Here we have a Vulpix. It is only level 16, but that is quite alright. We can level it up. The levels that you can get here are only between 15 and 18, so it's not that bad for it to just be 16. We are hopefully going to capture it without too much effort. For some reason, when I try to catch wild Pokemon, I typically don't really lower them very much, just because I'm usually worried that I'm going to kill it, and then that would just suck. So hopefully we can catch it, no problem, even without having to get its health down. It does have Ember, so we are going to start out with a fire move, which is quite nice. So let's, for a moment, just keep trying to catch this. Come on, Vulpix, you know you want to join me. You know you want to be a part of my party. Come on. Come on. I have 6 Pokeballs left, so we should be able to catch it. If all else fails, I will just lower it a tiny bit. Yeah, it looks like I might have to do that. Hopefully we can do so without killing it. Let's go for the Quick Attack. That shouldn't be too bad. Oh man, that was just right actually. I'm glad I did that and not any other move because... oh boy. Catch it in a Pokeball. Come on, it should work this time. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, click! There we go, and we catch ourselves a Vulpix. Party member number 5. I'm quite excited about this. I've always kind of wanted to use a Vulpix. When it is born, it has just one snow-white tail. The tail splits from its tip as it grows older. Quite interesting. We are going to name this Vulpix. It is actually going to be called the Japanese word for fox, which is Kitsune. Because not only do I quite like the word, I also find it quite appropriate. If you know anything about Japanese mythology or anything like that, you know that foxes and stuff are quite common in a lot of mythology. Their level of power is based on their number of tails. Their number of tails increases with age. I just got into another battle. But they are quite cool. They're in a lot of different stories and stuff like that, and I do find them quite interesting. And foxes are also my favorite animal. So I mean, that's cool as well. But now that we have our new party member, she's not quite going to get her first try in this battle because she's level 16 and she's a bit lower on health. But we are going to take care of this guy because he is a required battle before we wrap up the episode. And then between episodes, like I said, I'm going to go back and take care of those optional trainers up to the north. And yeah, this guy, he has a Growlithe and a Vulpix, just like you can catch on this route. I don't know really what I was trying to say just now, but either way, you understand. Take Growlithe down in one hit, no big deal. I think I was trying to mention before, Vulpix is not the greatest in this game. Vulpix later on, I believe in like Generation 4 or 5, gets a ability called Drought, and that makes Vulpix incredibly good. But as it stands in this game, she's just not quite as good as she was in Generation 1, the originals, because that was back when Special was only one stat. But since the Special split into Special Attack and Special Defense, not quite as good, but I still quite like this Pokemon, so I decided I would use it on my team, as well as the fact that it is a exclusive to this game, so I figured I wanted to have it on my team for all those different reasons. But in the next episode, we will continue along Route 8, and we will see where that takes us. But for now, I am going to leave it off here, so this has been HaloMan27, thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye, everybody.